So for today's video, we are going to be making a healthy banana bread. So last video you guys saw, I was on the hunt for coconut palm sugar and monk fruit sugar. So unfortunately, I only found the coconut palm sugar, but that will have to do for this recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out all the ingredients that I'm gonna need, and I will be back to show you everything. Okay, so for this recipe you are gonna need some flour, some coconut palm sugar, walnuts, some cinnamon, 4 ripe bananas, 2 eggs, and I am going to be using butter, but if you want to be a little healthier, you can also use some coconut oil. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the melted butter, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a splash of vanilla. And actually, I'm just gonna bring you guys closer so you guys can see everything. Okay, so in the bowl, I already put that melted butter, vanilla. Now I'm gonna go in with the bananas. And I'm just gonna put them all in there. Okay, and before I go on to the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and just smash all these bananas. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this and move on to the next step. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and add the eggs. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just mix all of that in. Okay, and then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And then I'm gonna go in with the coconut palm sugar. It's gonna be 3/4 of the sugar. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, after the sugar, I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour. And I'm slowly gonna mix that in. Okay, and now it is ready to be transferred to a pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a pan for the loaf, and I will be back. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed a loaf pan, and I also got a baking sheet. And I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it on there so that the batter just falls into it. So I also have this baking spatula to help me scrape off the rest all around the bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let that fall in there. Okay, and when I put it in here, I could see that there is too much of the baking sheet, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and I'll be back to show you guys the next step. Okay, so I took off the most I can already. Now the walnuts I like to add on top and not in the mix, because as much as I love walnuts, I feel like sometimes too much walnuts just ruins the loaf. So I'm only going to be adding them on top. And honestly, I just grab a few handfuls. It's really preference for this step. Okay, it is now all on there. I'm gonna go ahead and just... Okay, the walnuts are all on. Also, just letting you guys know, while I was preparing it, I had the oven preheating. So it is already at 350 degrees, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in there for 25 to 30 minutes I'm gonna be checking up on it, and I will meet you guys back once it is ready. Okay, and this is how it's gonna look before it goes in the oven, and I will show you guys how it's gonna look after. Okay, so I already took it out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool before I go ahead and grab a piece, and I'm also gonna be covering it with a cloth, and I'm just gonna leave it there to cool for about 10 minutes, and then I will meet you guys back. I already let it cool off, and this is it all ready. I'm so excited to try this. It looks absolutely delicious. I went ahead and put some almond butter on top, coconut whipped cream, and honey. Putting all the ingredients down in the description if you guys do want to try to make it. And that is going to be it for this video. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I always say, I will see you guys next time.